Hey everybody, Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here. It's Sunday and the low pressure system, the nor'easter plaguing us, is still plaguing us, but there has been some subtle movement to the north, and I'll get into what the impacts could eventually be. I mean, this thing seriously, it looks so much like a tropical system, but it's not purely tropical. To me, it looks a little subtropical. Essentially, it's a nor'easter, but you can see it's basically the center of circulation is coming ashore this morning, right at the North and South Carolina border. Now, there is some moderate to heavy rain and even light rain all the way back into the Western Carolinas. But if you look carefully, there is a little bit of a cutoff here that is trying to pivot north. But the big story with this is going to be how much this moves during the afternoon. And I do think as it moves north, we'll see the whole shield of rain begin to lift north. The problem is, remember, this thing's spinning counterclockwise. So if we see that counterclockwise spin, it might try to rotate moisture back in here. But it's clear as the day goes on, we should see more scattered rain from south to north. Is it going to completely go away? Absolutely not. But it should see some slight improvement. Now, let's look at the temperatures real quickly here. I'll pause the loop just so we could take a look, because temperatures are still generally in the 50s back in the Western Carolinas. But once the rain stops, temperatures get back in the 60s, even under the cloud cover. So I don't expect to see sunshine develop, but if the rain would just stop, the temperature at least would bump up a little bit into the 60s in many locations. So let's take a look at the futurecast of what could be ahead this afternoon. All right, so let's look to see if we can get this Coca-Cola 600 in today or any outdoor activities. There's our surface low right near Myrtle Beach. Again, drifting north through time. Pretty much through early afternoon, I expect it to be rainy. But after about 4 or 5 o'clock, I know the futurecast model shows rain here, but the heavier stuff is drifting north. This is the big question mark. How much of this is still here? So yeah, there's likely still going to be some rain around, but is it lifting north? It's all going to depend on this low. I'm optimistic there'll be breaks, but there's pretty much going to be a chance of rain through the evening hours. It's just a matter of it's heavy or not. Even into tonight, you can see the rain beginning to lift north, and into tomorrow, the low lifts far enough to the north that we start to see that drier air moving. So during the day tomorrow, just speaking of NASCAR events, we got the Xfinity race at noon. A good chance that it could start dry and stay dry. And then if the 600 gets bumped, there could be opportunity in the afternoon to run that. But there would still be some scattered showers around and maybe an isolated thunderstorm because the sun could come out briefly during the day tomorrow as the upper low and the surface low are still in the vicinity. So this is a 48-hour loop. You see how painfully slow this low pressure is to kind of move out. So it's still going to be with us this afternoon. I'd love to tell you that it's going to be completely rain-free at some point today. I just can't tell you. I can just let you know that it is probably going to be more scattered. There will be some lulls, some breaks in the activity, but we're still going to be dealing with the chance of rain through tonight with hopefully more breaks and some sunshine breaking out on Monday, but still the chance of an isolated shower or a thunderstorm. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. We've got a long wait tonight to see if the 600 gets in. I think we're going to push and try to get halfway. So you're going to see a lot of waiting and seeing, and that's kind of going to be the trend here today during the afternoon. So that's the best I could tell you, is that it's a wait and see if we get the 600 in. But if you do have outdoor plans today, probably a good idea to have a backup plan and have them indoor again. Hopefully Monday we'll have some more breaks where you can get outside for at least a few hours in those breaks of sunshine.